Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. You know Twitter, you know Elon Musk, and you know what? That combination is honestly insane. So if you haven't been keeping up with the whole Twitter news over the last couple weeks, Elon Musk bought Twitter, he's implemented some new additions to the website, and it might have cost some of these companies we're gonna talk about in today's video literally billions of dollars. Billions with a B, by the way. Only 18% of the people watching this video right now are actually subscribed to the channel. Don't be part of the 81%. Subscribe to the channel. You have nothing to lose. So when Elon Musk ended up buying Twitter, it cost him a crazy amount of money, like 44 or 45 billion, something like that. And so of course, you know, Twitter is losing money, or at least it was before Elon Musk took over. So of course he has to try to get some money back on his investments. And so what's the perfect way to make money in today's online climate? Subscription services. Now if you didn't know, Twitter has a subscription service called Twitter Blue. For a while there, it was like $2 a month. You didn't really get much out of it. There's almost no interest in it, and then Elon Musk took over and he upped Twitter Blue price, the subscription service, to $8 a month, and also made it so that if you buy Twitter Blue for $8, you can get verified. I mean, obviously it worked. You know, I've been scrolling through Twitter and I see pretty much everyone verified now, even people that, you know, had to pay for it. There's a ton of people that decided it was worth paying for, so it obviously is making him money. You know, people like the verification badge and it means something. However, a lot of people actually brought up the problem of impersonations, because the verification mark for a long time has meant you're a verified person, you know, on almost every single website. I mean, even here on YouTube, the verification check mark means that you are the real person. But now that you can pay for it on Twitter for only $8, there's been a ton of trolls over on Twitter that impersonate big accounts by the blue check mark, you know, the verification badge, and just tweet out some random crazy crap impersonating the companies. And if you're somewhat oblivious to what's been going on in the whole Twitterverse, you definitely fall for this kind of stuff. So we're gonna start off with this defense contract company called Lockheed and Martin. They're a big defense contract for like Western nations, and they, you know, they make and ship a lot of weapons, and that's their whole thing. And so this person signed up for Twitter Blue and impersonated them and tweeted out this: "We will begin halting all weapon sales to Saudi Arabia, Israel, and the United States until further investigation into the record of human rights abuses. Hashtag we are Lockheed and Martin." And so of course this absolutely blew up over on Twitter, because it's a, you know, it's someone impersonating one of the biggest, you know, weapons contract companies and saying they're going to stop selling weapons, you know, to these major companies that like to buy a lot of weapons. So of course, you know, a company impersonating a major defense contract company saying they're going to stop selling weapons, and it goes viral, of course it's going to get a lot of attention. But if you actually, and of course they have the blue check mark, so it looks like they're real until you actually look at their username. Their name is actually Lockheed and Martini, not Lockheed and Martin. So that's a nice little troll. But I want you to guess what happened to their stock price when this tweet got tweeted out. Okay, it's a defense contract. They're worth, you know, multi-million dollars in their stock. I want you to guess what happened. Well, here we go. It went down 6% in one day. $27 off their stock price absolutely vanished. And you know what? $27 per stock doesn't sound like a big deal when you don't know much about stocks, but since this is such a major company, they probably have millions of stocks out, you know, that are being sold and being held, that kind of thing. So $26 or $27 per share doesn't seem big until you take into the factor that it's probably millions of stocks. So yeah, Lockheed and Martin probably lost billions of dollars, you know, of market cap potential because of this, which is honestly crazy. And you know what? Somehow that's not even the craziest story of impersonating big companies, because there's one company in the States called L. Lilly and Company. You know, pretty much what they are is they're like a pharmaceutical company that sells medical products, and their biggest thing they sell is insulin, you know, for diabetes. And of course, another Twitter troll went and bought Twitter Blue and impersonated their company and tweeted out this: "We are excited to announce insulin is now free." I cannot believe this. And of course, this went somewhat viral. I mean, it has 3,000 likes and 500 retweets, and that was just the, you know, the day of. It probably has like 10,000 likes, I don't know, maybe a couple thousand retweets. So it went semi-viral, and the next day, the very next day, their stock kind of fell off. I mean, look at this. It lost like 4%, you know, $12 per share. It lost a ton of money. And so these Twitter trolls and Twitter are literally costing these companies billions of dollars just over Twitter trolls. And you know what? I actually kind of love to see it. Like, I think most normal people will look at these kind of things and say, hey, I know this is obviously a troll, especially if you know what's been happening on Twitter and how they started allowing people to buy verification checks. But if you didn't know it, you know, like some boomers in the stock market, of course, if you see a big company that you're invested in and they're saying, hey, we're going to stop selling, you know, insulin, our biggest thing we sell, the thing that makes, you know, Ella Lilly and Co. their most amount of money, of course you're going to panic and, you know, start selling your stock. And just like the Lockheed and Martin thing, I mean, how many people that are, you know, young are invested into defense contracts? You know, I think their investors are probably older, I suppose. That's what I would guess, at least. And so of course they probably wouldn't have the best idea of what's happening, you know, with the Twitter verification thing. So if a tweet of Lockheed and Martin, you know, someone impersonating them, goes viral saying, hey, we're going to stop selling, you know, defense contract crap to some of the biggest countries with the most amount of money, of course people are going to panic sell. And it looks like it actually cut billions of dollars off the market cap of a lot of these companies. And you know what, I think it's honestly insane what an $8 verification badge on Twitter can do for a company. It's honestly insane that some random dude, probably like in his 20s, is sitting in his house and he goes, you know what, I got a spare $8, so I'm just going to cause some chaos. And that's really what he did. I mean, you know what, I definitely think this is going to continue, especially because it's pretty much impossible to tell who's verified, because, you know, they're like an actual company, versus who's verified for Twitter Blue. If you didn't know, the real way to tell is that you go on their Twitter page and you look over their verification check mark, and some will say, you know, they're verified because they're a major company or a news organization, and others will say they're verified because they bought Twitter Blue. And so the only way you can check is if you actually go on and check. But if you see a impersonated account of a major company that has the check mark, for most people that's good enough. And you know what, not to be big brain or anything, but I can think of a very easy solution. Simply change the color of the verification badge. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand the blue check mark is good for Twitter because Twitter, you know, has the blue bird, blah 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 blah. But if you want to stop problems with impersonation, I mean, Twitter, you know what, Elon Musk is going to start really pissing off some people, because these companies are worth billions of dollars, and Elon Musk's checkmark idea is costing them billions of dollars. So an easy way, an easy solution is just change the color of verifications, whether you are an official person or whether you bought Twitter Blue. I mean, you know what, make me head a CEO, because I'm thinking of those big ideas, the real big brain ideas. But that's just my thoughts. You can let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Yesterday we made a video on BBL pills that are being sold on TikTok to make your butt look bigger. This is a crazy story. I mean, somehow people didn't learn their lesson from the last time a product went viral on TikTok, you know, the pink sauce. This is a crazy video you're not going to want to miss. Click here to watch it now.